for information on the net. Here I am. Camera going here. If anybody who happens to be on, boy, that's a bad view. If anybody, if you're on YouTube, you're going to see a funny picture. Where was I? Oh yeah, YouTube. You look me up, K4PEW on the YouTube search block, and well, that's a funny picture. Of that. There we go. It's a crooked picture, but it's going to sit there for a minute. You can see us on YouTube, but look at my call, K4PEW. Also, you can see us, some information on us on our website, 146415, 146415.net. And then also you can see us on the groups.io page, groups.indieoscar. You can sign up for email list if you want to. There's also some information about our group and what we do and how we do it, when we do it. And there's no dues, no requirements other than just showing up. You can even listen if you want to. It's not important necessarily that you jump into the net, but we like to hear from you. And last but not least, you can contact me at k4pew@arl.net. And the net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night on this frequency, which is 146.415 FM. And so where was I? Purpose of the net is to have fun. Figure out who you can hear, who you can't hear. The YouTube channel tends to support that idea because you can listen on the YouTube channel to see what I'm hearing, or hear what I'm hearing. You can't see what I'm hearing, but you can see the display and what the signal strength is versus what you may or may not have on your radio. And it seems to work well because whole bunches of us, including me, have increased our capacity of our antennas and our shacks and our feed lines, and just done a much better job than we did when we started, or at least when I started 6 years ago. So anyway, well, 6 years ago on the Simplex networks. I also sent out a little notice, make that part of the announcements here. I sent out a notice to everybody. It was I'm on the mailing list for the Simplex group up in Pennsylvania that similar to ours, and they had a nice little discussion, at least on their little thing, about looking for signal strengths and telling people what the signal strength is and what wattage they're running. So I almost have reason to believe that they listen to to us on YouTube when we did like a 5-watt net, because most people don't do a 5-watt net. I know I do. We have, and it works out very well to help people understand how well they can hear and how well they get out. At any rate, let's see, where was I with announcements? Okay, today is, what is today? Today is Saturday. That's what it is. Tomorrow we have a 10-meter net at 7:30 p.m. And then on Tuesday, there are some nets, and we'll get up. If you're on the announcement list, you get them. So I'm not going to go over them. But tonight we've got the 2-meter net here on FM, followed by the 2-meter upper sideband net on 144.240. And then we're going to move over to 6-meter net on 50.135, 50.135 upper sideband. What was on my list of things to do here? Those are the big announcements, I think. Keep your eyes and ears open. I heard this morning at the breakfast that there may indeed be a local ham fest. It'll probably be in the open air, and it will be more a trunk fest, a ham trunk fest, where everybody comes just displays out of their cars or their back seat or the back of their motorcycle or whatever, or a table even, but it'll be out in the open. And I believe that's November 7th, I believe was the date. So it may change, but keep your eyes and ears open for that. And I'll notify you if I find out before, as soon as we find out. And I think that's all I have for the moment. Any other announcements or corrections?
K4OFO.
Hey, Don.
Okay, I've got a neighbor who has gone into the tree cut business. He's got the climbing gear and everything else. And he also has a bucket truck that will go at least 40 feet there. And if anybody is interested in putting antenna or wire or anything up higher, I will be happy to give you his name and telephone number. And he said you could call him and he would work out with you on price and everything else. And my email address is good on QRZ.
Sounds good. If you need a bucket truck or a tree cutting service or both, Donnie's got the right guy. And the bucket truck, of course, would be to help get up either antennas or wires or whatever you need to do, or maybe trim trees to put antennas up or to put an antenna in a tree. He's got a connection there. You can reach him. He's on QRZ. That's Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar. And he's got the connection over there to whoever that is. He's got a neighbor, I guess it is. That all you got for me there, Donnie?
Yeah, that's it. I just thought, because time to time, I think it get up the trees and everything. It's a good source.
Yeah, considering I don't want to climb trees or big ladders anymore. Yeah, appreciate that though. Anybody else with corrections or new announcements? All righty. If bear with me for 1 second, I'm a little discombobulated today. I was going to try something a little different, but I somehow couldn't make it work properly. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, I was trying to get it onto my other radio, and I just couldn't make it work properly. I got a little messed up at the beginning. At any rate, we are doing net number 626, and the beginning of probably the second net of our 7th year, and we're starting from the north. 626. I'll make sure I jot that down. And of course, today is September 26th, 2020. Time just flying right by. We had a great breakfast this morning. I say breakfast, coffee and donuts and whatever else anybody brought themselves, and just a good time we've had. There was about 12 or 13 of us. I think I lost count, but it was a good time out in the open, and it was a nice day, nice morning. A little soggy in the morning because of the fog, but other than that, it was great seeing everybody there. Okay, all righty. But anyway, we're going to start with of course, it starts out with a lightning round check-in. If you have any big comments, just hold on to them until the end, and we'll talk about things at the end of the net if you'd like to. Or if you have something really important to say, let me know. No wedding announcements or funeral announcements, please. All righty, let's start again. Lightning round, giving your call, your name, and your location, please. And of course, that's for the benefit of not just me, but everybody else on the net, so they can hear or not hear what you're saying. Anyway, I'm not going to straighten out that picture. It's going to be a new picture on the web, but I got my. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to change it. All right, for those of you that were watching, we just had an on-air adjustment to the camera, which worked out reasonably well, but not great. But anyway, we're starting again from the north, and again, lightning round with a call, name, and location, and we'll go from there. This is K4PEW. Let's go with who's from the north. Please come in. Anybody from the north?
TV9RKK, Frank in Northwest Mount Juliet.
All right, Frank, I got you in there. It's good to see you and your wife in there this morning. Hey, by the way, I felt a little embarrassed. What's your wife's first name?
It's Gina.
All right, Gina. I should better remember. All right, very good. Sorry. No, we were having a nice conversation about dogs and horses and all kinds of good stuff. Very good. That was Frank. He was at the breakfast this morning, obviously. It's Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo in Northwest Wilson. There was a double in there. Go ahead.
3 Juliet Charlie Hotel, Justin and Gallup.
Ah, very good. Whiskey 3 Charlie Juliet Hotel. That's Jason. Good to have you at the breakfast this morning, Jason.
Happy to be here.
Oh yeah, no, it was good. That's good. Appreciate everyone who showed up. It was nice. And again, having 12 or 13 people here in this climate we have these days is awesome. Anyway, that's Jason. He is in Murfreesboro. Is that correct? Jason? That's Murfreesboro?
No, Justin Gallatin.
Oh, that's where I got messed up there. I had I'm sorry, I had two names confused there. That's Justin. Sorry about that. I was never mind. It's very similar. I had a Justin and Jason, and as well as the calls aren't that close now that I look at them, but I got my brain befuddled here for the moment. That's Justin in Gallatin, and that's Whiskey 3 Charlie Juliet Hotel. Who else is next north?
WB0NO, Mark in Northwest Wilson.
Very good, Mark. Got you. I didn't confuse your call this time, so I'm in good shape. That was Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Mark, and he's up by the weather station in Northwest Wilson. Who else? Not any weather station, the weather station, the weather bureau, that is. Who else is north?
Net control is W4DPC. Good evening, Paul, everybody on the net. Hope you guys have a great evening. David here in Gallatin.
Yeah, very good, David. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Just kind of enjoying the weather a little bit and kind of sitting back here relaxing. Gonna listen to your nest.
All right, very good. That's David in Gallatin. That's Whiskey 4 Delta Tango Charlie. Who else is north? Any more north?
KM4 FAX Otis Hendersonville.
Very good, Otis. Got you in there. You sound a really strong signal tonight. You doing anything different? There's really big audio today.
No, just changed microphones.
Okay. Different microphone. Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. That's Otis in Hendersonville. Who else is north? Over to the west then. We'll come back. All right, I didn't hear about the microphone, but that's Rick, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Mike, did you copy your brother over there?
Slightly. Of course, I'm mobile and he was cutting in and out, but I could hear him.
All right, I heard Don from Bon Aqua. Did you copy Rick in Ashland City?
He's in the back, but I can hear him.
Okay, what were you saying about the microphone? Yeah, I still didn't copy that properly.
Otis is blowing them up, Paul. It's super loud. Told him to keep the microphone, keeping NRTJ.
Okay, Otis, you were doing a great job over there at Ashland City. All right, very good. That was Rick in Ashland City. Good to hear you, Rick. Sorry you couldn't see it come to breakfast this morning. And yeah, your signal is just above the noise, but I was able to copy most of what you said. I knew who it was, and I got your call. So you're doing fine. I guess conditions aren't that great for you today. Who else is west? Hey, very good, Chris. Not working this weekend, are you?
Should be, but no, taking the weekend off.
Very good. Were you flying today?
No, I had a headache all morning, so I might get out tomorrow.
Very good. In fact, I thought about you this morning at breakfast, and I thought, well, today wouldn't be a great day because, man, it was foggy this morning first thing.
Yeah, it took a while for it to burn off. I didn't even feel like it when it finally got better outside, but maybe tomorrow.
Well, it was to me, that's the kind of weather I dislike because it was, even though the temperature was like 76, it was so humid as to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't even get out there until about noon, and it started to get warm again. It felt like summer again.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, that's Chris and Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-ray Echo. Who else is west?
W140, Juliet Tango, John in Bon Aqua.
All right, hold on, Don. We had Jeff and Madison in there first. You doing all right, Jeff?
Oh yeah, just resting and taking it easy. So that's about it for me.
Well, that's good if you can rest on your days off. Of course, you worked today, didn't you?
Yes, I did. About 8.5 hours.
Yeah, well, that's good and bad, It eats up your free time.
Yeah, well, I've got tomorrow and Monday off, so I'll be, catching up on my rest then.
Very good. All right, very good. That's Jeff and Madison. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Good signal as always. Who else is? I heard Don in there. Is that you, Don?
Absolutely. November 4, Delta Juliet Tango. Beautiful downtown Bon Aqua.
Is there a downtown Bon Aqua?
I don't know. I'm actually not in Bon Aqua. It's my mailing address. I'm actually in an unincorporated town called Porter.
Yeah, I know it. I love these. They're not really even places. They're just signs.
Yeah, it's about 8 houses and a church. That's all.
All right, very good. Doesn't even have a stop sign or a yellow blinking light, huh?
No, absolutely not.
All right, very good. Yeah, I've been in a lot of towns like that, in a lot of places actually, where it's just I don't even know what you call it. Like you said, it's an unincorporated area that has a name, and the post office knows where it is. That's all that matters. Anyway, that was Don in Bon Aqua. November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Who else is west?
KM4 YRS. I'm actually in Mount Juliet, but I'm checking in west.
Okay, you're mobile today. Okay, very good, Mike. Where are you at? Are you over here in Mount Juliet itself?
I am. And Don was S5 to me.
Oh, yeah, he had a good signal. I didn't even look at what he'd had, but for mobile, that was doing pretty good. S5 mobile. Well, how much power are you running, Don? Well, that would explain some of it, wouldn't it, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
All right, very good. Anyway, that's Michael here, mobile in Mount Juliet, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is wherever I was? West.
Kilo Go 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donald.
Hey, Jack, good to hear you in there. One of these days, we're going to get you over to our breakfast, if that's one of these days. I don't know when.
I'll make it one day.
Well, it may wait for some people, I think, until all the COVID stuff goes away.
That's probably me.
Well, I don't know if it should be me or not. Maybe us that show up are just playing with fire, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Just, we're allowed to go in Walmart and touch everything everybody else touches, but I feel like we're living in a bizarro world.
Well, let's be over one day.
Oh yeah, I hope so. But I think we'll be permanently changed. I bet you $100, 5 years from now, there'll be people walking around with face masks on.
Oh, I bet you're right. No kidding.
Anyway, that was Jack. He's in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Nobody else west. Down to the south, please.
KG4 SFF. Charles, Smyrna.
All right, very good. Almost sounded like you said KC4, but I know it's KG4, right? Charles?
I had my radio turned down. I didn't know you were talking to me.
Ah, very good. Yeah, you tried to do a radio check earlier, and I answered you, and you weren't there, so I figured you had your volume down. That was about 740 or so. Anyway, that's Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Foxtrot. Are you in Murfreesboro tonight?
I'm in Smyrna, and the weirdest thing just happened. I tried to share it on Facebook. I guess it didn't share, but I was just leaving the dollar store, and there was a train sitting there. Well, they had the arms down. The train wasn't moving. There was an ambulance that had its sirens and lights on. The arms were down. It was blocking the ambulance. So the ambulance sat there with its lights on, turned the siren on. And it probably sat there a good 2 minutes.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope it wasn't an emergency case, that's for sure. Yeah, that was trains can stall things a lot. Good thing there's not a lot of trains around here. I don't see them anyway. Anyway, that's Charles. He's in Smyrna, and that's Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Foxtrot. Who else is south?
And for CJP, Jason and Laverne.
All right, there's the Jason I was mistaken about earlier. You see, it was CJP versus CJH. That's why I was really confused. But he's got a 3 call, you've got a 4 call, so I should know better. Jason, it was good to see you at the breakfast this morning.
Same here, Paul. Everybody that I got to meet, I truly appreciate everybody hanging out.
Oh yeah, no, it's funny how my wife says, "What'd you talk about?" I go, "Pretty much everything." She goes, "Did you get around talking about ham radio?" I go, "Yeah, everything." I said everything.
Yeah, exactly. How's Lucy doing?
Oh, she's doing great. She actually, I don't know. I think that helped her getting out today because this evening she was even more animated than she's been since we've only had her since Tuesday. We're talking about the dog, not a woman.
Yeah, you better clarify.
Yeah, very good. All right, Jason, again, it was good to have you at the breakfast this morning. Got to meet put some faces to the names, hopefully. And that's November 4, Charlie, Juliet, Papa, Jason, and you are in Murfreesboro, right?
Laverne, we're back right up to Smyrna Airport.
Oh, that's right, Laverne. Every time I hear that name, Laverne, I think about Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, the problem with that is I've seen seconds of the show, but I never watched it because I did see the parts that I did see of it. I was like, I guess I was just when it was on, it was just too stupid for me.
Yeah, I was a kid when it was on, but I do remember it.
Oh yeah, no, it would appeal to some people. Don't get me wrong. I watched stupid stuff when I was a kid. So anyway, but that show was particularly kind of silly. Anyway, Jason again, November 4, Charlie, Juliet, Papa in Laverne. Who else is south?
It's Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo, Mark, Nashville.
All right, we got Mark, and there might have been a double or a triple in there. But Mark, you doing all right today in Smashville?
Yeah, just swell.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, don't get a swell head over it though.
No, I will not. I'll leave that up to you.
You don't hear that term too much anymore, do you? You'll get a swelled head.
Now, we watched Thoroughly Modern Millie with my granddaughters one night. There was one fella who said 12, and I thought, my gosh, that's an expression that's left our language.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of expressions that come and go in the last 50 years, I guess. I was thinking we ran into one the other day, me and my wife. Right now, I can't remember what it was, but I thought you never hear some terms anymore. They just don't come up. Anyway, that's Mark. He's in Nashville, Whiskey Zero, Golf Zulu Romeo, but it's kind of southeast Nashville. Who else is west or south? Excuse me.
Kilo Echo 4, Tango Yankee Juliet, Jim north of Woodbury.
You know what happens when you don't show up at breakfast? We talk about you and Suzanne.
Oh, did you now?
Well, yes. Your name came up. Let's put it that way. We weren't making fun of you or nothing.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad at least that was thought of.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same old deal. We just, we like to see people who've been there before, and we know everybody can't make it. I mean, I only live, 7 minutes from there, so it's hard for me to have an excuse. You've got a 1 hour drive to get there, so I understand.
Yeah, and we had plans for this morning, so we took that and took care of the things that we needed to. So, but try to make the next one. I don't know if we can or not. We'll see.
Oh no, I get it. Maybe we should televise them on YouTube.
That'd be ever popular.
Maybe. Anyway, that's Jim. He's in Woodbury, and it's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. He has been to the breakfast before, so in fact, that's one of the reasons we like him to show up, because he and his wife, he actually helps. I think he's told me he's helped anyway, making some baked goods for the breakfast, so we can lend to the larger belt sizes. Anyway, also good cooking too. I mean, good, excellent cookies and treats. Who else is next south?
KN4 MPV.
Hey, Terry, you doing all right?
Doing all right, Paul. It's been busy and this, that, and other. Everybody doing good on here, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's trouble is work always interferes with the radio.
Yeah, it sure does. And a lot of chores.
Well, yeah, that doesn't. Well, again, work, family are number one. Ham radio comes in a distant third.
Yeah, it's been a lot of third lately. But maybe this winter will get a little better.
Well, again, I have the luxury, if I call it that, to have time to spend on the radio during the day, and not every day and not all the time, but I'm often on the radio or available for the radio. So I just feel it's nice. It's a nice hobby to have. I love it. I mean, it's got to meet a lot of nice people like yourself. Anyway, that is Terry. He's in Murfreesboro. Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor. Which route you're running now?
I'm running Atlanta now.
Oh, wow. So you can do that twice a night, can't you?
Yeah, we go down and come back. It's only about, I'm actually going to Marietta. We do have a terminal on the other side of Atlanta, but I go to Marietta, and it's about 14 miles shorter each way than the Tupelo was. I mean, the Tupelo was about 14 shorter.
Ah, okay. No, I was joking about that, making the run twice a day. It's 16, or it's only about 17 hours total.
Oh no, you can turn it in about 8.5 hours, 9 hours, about 9 hours.
Well, that's what I was getting at. You're missing the joke there. I was hoping you could make the run to Atlanta twice in one night.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to do that one.
I knew my ex-wife's dad drove a flatbed, and he drove from Tampa down to south of Okeechobee, which was about 3 hours. And he used to make that run twice a day, picking up sod and bringing it back to Tampa.
Oh yeah. I used to sometimes went down to Lake Park, Georgia, and then we go to Miami from there. And actually, in Hialeah, that's where our terminal was. And you see a lot of those sod haulers down there.
Oh yeah, you know what the problem with the sod haulers are? Depending upon whether it rained that day or that week, they're often over the limit, and they take nothing but back roads to avoid the scales, and they still get stopped by the state police.
Oh yeah, that stuff's wet. It's going to be heavy.
Yeah, and he had several, infractions. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, we don't know anything but dry stuff, and we still had to stop in that scale with the food, check the plants and all that kind of junk.
Yeah, he would. If you remember the roads down there, the not highways, it was US 24 and 60 and I forget the other one.
27.
Yeah, no scales. There's no scales on the roads.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We just we didn't run that. Every now and then we might have won it over a little bit or something. Usually we just go through them.
Yeah, I got it. Well, very good. That was Terry in Murfreesboro. Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor. Obviously runs, operates along, well, I guess you call that long haul, but it's not overnight stuff. He's got an Atlanta route, and he used to run into Tupelo every day. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So if you go to Georgia instead of Mississippi. All right, who else is, where was I? South.
Kilo. You forward me at? Yankee Victor.
All right, I had two of you in there, but I did recognize Eddie, Kilo, Whiskey. Well, I get that straight in a second. I got Larry in there first. Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor. You doing all right, Larry?
Yeah, man, we're doing good here.
Good to hear. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor. And I got Eddie in Gladeville. Whiskey 4, Echo, Bravo, X-Ray. Well, good to hear you from good. Well, I've heard you from you earlier today, but you're doing great. Eddie?
Yeah, good to be here. Hope everybody's doing okay, and thanks for doing the net tonight, Paul. And have a good one.
Yeah, what do we have to do? Have a yard sale over at the Saturday morning breakfast for you guys to show up?
Yeah, big 5-0. Probably 100 yard sales there in Lake.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. Got a whole carload full.
What the heck are you buying at these yard sales?
Oh, anything that strikes some interest, you know.
I'm not sure I want to come over to your house, open the garage door, and it would collapse on me.
Yeah, that might happen.
All right, very good. That's Eddie in Gladeville. Whiskey 4, Echo, Bravo, X-Ray. Anybody else, Sal?
Kilo India 4, November Delta, November, David in Readable.
David, we're going to have to get you up at the breakfast one of these days. You sound good. A little rough. You're at full power?
No, sir, I'm on medium power at this time, and I've been waiting every Saturday for that limousine you was going to send for me.
Oh, you see, the only reason I didn't send a limo because all that was available was a stretch SUV.
Hey, like you said earlier, when this COVID thing settles down, you never know who'll show up.
Oh yeah, no, I'm happy for anybody who shows up because we really do. You know, when hams get together, people with a common interest. I haven't had a bad time when hams get together. I haven't had a bad time when hams get together.
Well, I'm glad you do that, Mr. Paul. Appreciate everything you do. Good evening to you and everybody on the net. KI4NDN.
Yeah, that's David in Reedyville. Kilo India 4, November, Delta November. And of course, David, if you want to look him up on the Rutherford Aries Simplex net, you can look him up on the web. They meet at 7:30 p.m. On the first Tuesday of the month. In case you're interested in that Simplex operation, and several of the people from this net also operate on that Aries Simplex net from Rutherford and Wilson, for that matter, and also, well, yeah, right, at least 2 or 3 counties here. So we like to think we're helpful to that net, and I think that everybody in Simplex, in a widespread emergency. Everybody can be of help, whether you live in Wilson, Davidson. If Rutherford had a problem, everyone else would be available as well. So Simplex is kind of a neat thing. Anyway, who else is South?
Kilo Mike 4, November, Yankee Bill, Murfreesboro.
Hey, Bill. Your signal sounds good as always.
Thank you. That's a whole 5 watts knocking you down there.
Well, 5 watts got you a little over S5 and a good clear signal, so you're doing great. That was Kilo Mike 4, November, Yankee Bill in Murfreesboro. Who else is Sal?
Kilo 4, Oscar, Fox, Oscar.
All right, Mr. Bucket Truck. How you doing there, Donnie?
Doing good. Oh, I was going to mention one other thing. I went to the Army surplus store in Cookville today, and that guy says looks like there's a shortage of paracord right now. If anybody's needing any, he said he's had his on back order for 2 months, and he had a very low supply. So I don't know if it's that way on the internet or not. They might need any. They might want to check it too.
Shortage of paracord. It could be a problem for some people.
I don't have anything further. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, The lack of paracord could be a problem with a parachutist.
That won't bother me.
All right, very good. That's Donnie. He's in Hermitage, 5 miles south of me, on the east side of 171. Who else is south? Anybody else south? Over to the east, then. Please come in.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Zulu Hotel India, James and Mount Juliet.
Hey. Heard a double in there, but I got James real solid. James, you sound great as always. Everything well with the family?
Yeah, we're doing good. Wife went out of town, and I'm having to hold down the fort.
Oh man, that's not good. That's just okay.
Well, take care of me and my son.
No, I know. It means you have 100% more responsibility, double the responsibility you used to have.
Yeah, I go out and get the food and do some cooking at home.
Oh, that can be good though. That can be good. And hopefully she went for something, hope for pleasure and not for anything nutty.
Yeah, she went to visit her sister down in Chester County.
Ah, okay, very good. Well, I hope that's a nice, pleasurable trip and a break from the family at this point.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for.
Ah, very good. You're a good man. That was Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James, here in Mount Juliet, just about in the middle, right over near east of the library, northeast of the library. Who else is the library on Mount Juliet Road? I don't think there's another library in this county, or at least this town, unless it's in the high school. Who else is east?
Whiskey 4, Mike, Uniform Foxtrot.
I think, hold on, Jimmy, I heard, is there another station there as well? Anybody copy that station? It was a little rough to me. All right, hold on one second. Let me finish with Jimmy. Jimmy, you doing all right there? Whiskey 4, Mike, Uniform Foxtrot?
Yes, sir, doing fine. Just trying to get this tall vertical to work on 160.
Now that tall Virgo, did it come with an extra 160 kit?
No, I don't think they have one of those.
No. I'm asking that because some of the ones I've seen, they're good through, they'll say 10 through 80, and then if you buy this additional matchbox or something, that's what you need extra to spend $200 on to get 160.
Well, there is a 80 and 160 matching unit that you can get from DX Engineering, but it's not made by the antenna, manufacturer.
Oh, I got it. Whose antenna was that?
That's a 05.
Yeah, okay, very good. I have to look that up. Just interesting, and I love reading. Even if I don't buy it, it's interesting to read about. Very good. That's Jimmy in the Mount Juliet northeast corner of well, kind of. It's not really the northeast corner because you ever notice you ever notice that, Jimmy, how they stretched out the county, the city guidelines all the way out Lebanon Road?
Tax money.
Oh, I know. It looks like somebody's got a fishing pole stuck out there to the northeast. Anyway, Jimmy here in Mount Juliet, up by the Lebanon Road, north of the high school, the old new high school. Who else? There was another station in there. Who was it? Just barely in the mud there. I'm not copying it. Is no one else copying it from the east? One more time, please. I don't know. Is that happening? Is that Jason LLC? I don't think it is. Man, you're going to have to email me or something. I'm not copying it no matter how hard you push that PTT. All right. I appreciate you giving it a try, though. So I'm surprised no one else can hear you. I can hear the break. Is anybody's go out besides mine?
I can tell it's one airball, but I can't hear him.
Okay, so apparently he's not in Lebanon, or you'd be able to hear him on an HT. All right, let me get you in there, Stan. HKM4HQE. Everything going well for you? Oh, pretty good. I actually don't like this weather because here it's 71. Let me see. It says it's 71 outside and it's 80 in the house because I'm sitting in the shack and I don't have a fan on, so it's a little uncomfortable sitting in here at the moment. But anyways, that was Stan in Lebanon, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Anybody else east?
M4JAV, Alan, 11.
All right, Alan. Did I write that down all right? Juliet Victor Echo?
Juliet Alpha Victor. Maybe I said it wrong.
No, sometimes my ears are dyslexic.
Could be. I'm trying 5 watts tonight. What do you got?
Oh, you're doing great. Hit me again because I wasn't looking at the meter.
Okay. Yeah, I just turned it all the way down as far as it'll go.
Yeah, you're doing S7 here.
All right.
Well, again, it's a combination of a reasonably good antenna on your end of some kind, and then me with antenna at a good elevation and the most expensive, you know, ham antenna on the marketplace.
Good. It works good enough for me.
Oh no, it works very well. From my end, it works great. Again, I'm in the middle of the circle of hams, so it's easier for me to hear everybody, particularly since I've got a nice antenna out there. Prior to this antenna, I didn't hear as well, and prior to the antenna that preceded that one, I couldn't hear anything beyond about 5 miles, so I wouldn't have been able to hear you at all.
My goodness. Well, no, you're taking my meter here. So.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and it's just interesting to me how well I've been able, and it really it's just as far as that goes, and I'm not pounding my patting myself on the back because I spent a lot of money getting there, but to have a good transmitting and receive antenna as net control is kind of important. Very good. That was Alan in it is Lebanon, right? And November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor.
Yeah, Lebanon.
Yeah, very good. I thought it was. Very good. Anybody else east?
It's me again, Margaret, KI4SIB and KI4SOR.
All righty. Got you in there. I didn't even write it down earlier because you were in there too quick. It was just not long enough.
And go to seeing everybody to gathering this morning and hope we can do it again in a couple of weeks. Maybe you can get more people there. But anyway, y'all carry on. 7-3 everybody on the net. KI4SIB shutting up.
Yeah, very good. No, you did. There was, again, it's always good to get together with people in the same interest. And what's interesting about this hobby, other than all the technical stuff and all the, the things that we do with antennas and feed lines and talking to each other, it's one of the few hobbies where you actually, on a daily or weekly basis, you talk to people about the hobby or about your lives. And I think if you're collecting trains, you don't get to do that too often. Unless it's at a train convention, or the same thing with boats. Like carving or handmade boats, or what I'm saying is that this hobby includes having a good time with the equipment that we put together as well as the people we connect to.
Very true.
Yeah, no, it's one of the neat parts about the hobby. It's like the original social media, compared to what we have now. Except we're more sociable than social media. Anybody else? That was Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo, Richard and his lovely wife, Stephanie, Kilo India 4, Sierra Oscar Romeo. Anybody else east?
Or Earl and Noreen.
Very good. Got Earl and Noreen. And you sound good tonight, Earl.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I've been working hard at trying to do that all day today.
Well, you're doing S8 over here to me, which is awesome.
Yeah, must be conditions. I haven't did anything but taking that today and dreamed about it, okay?
Yeah, I think we have had some good conditions depending upon where you're located. But yeah, this one's particularly good. It was good earlier today as well to you. All right, who else? Anybody else east before we move on?
Been on the east.
I'm sorry, one more time. I clicked a double with you. Who'd I double with?
KK4UTF.
Ah, very good. Got you in there. How are you two doing, Carl?
I'm doing good, actually. It's been a pretty good week. They always say the Lord may not answer when you call, but He's always there in time. So, and then whether they say it's fishing time, saves time. So that's kind of where my head is right now. So blessed and happy to be from the blood.
Yep. Happy that you're happy. No, it's always good to hear people in a good shape, or at least with good motivation and good attitude. And that was Carl. He's in Gladeville, just southeast of me. Oh, I don't know, 5-8 miles, something like that. Anyway, great signal there, Carl. Who else? Anybody else east? Anybody late check-ins? Any place, anywhere, north, south, east, west, straight up in the air to dirigibles, and south to, well, you don't want to be too far south.
KC9 ETS, Paul, north on Juliet Mobile.
Ah, very good. Glad to have you in there, Paul. Where are you mobile tonight?
I'm just up by the boat launch here at Bender's Ferry Road. I just did a oil change and a rotation, making sure the tires don't fall off.
Ah, well, you were bumping on the full scale here over 60 over, so you're doing real well mobile.
Okay, I'm sitting right next to the lake here, so there ain't much between us, I don't think.
No, not much at all. Well, next to the lake, though, you're a fairly low elevation compared to me.
Oh, that is true. I guess the little quarter wave is still doing a good job.
It must be a pipeline from that location there at the boat launch, because that's Richard, who was just in here a few minutes ago. His house was up practically next to the lake, and early on, he just barely was making it in here. Of course, I was with a J-pole, and not a good one at that moment at that. But no, it's tougher when you're down there at the 400-something feet at the lake level.
Yeah, it sure is. Same down by my house. I'm about the same elevation where the house is, but here's a little more, or a little less stuff in the way.
Yep, absolutely. That was a Paul. He's mobile up by the boat launch near on the lake. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Anybody else late checking?
Good evening, everyone. K4ING, Kilo 4 India November Golf, and Smart.
Very good. This must be Frank.
Roger, Frank.
Yeah, not Roger, Frank, just Frank.
Frank here. Go ahead.
Nah, very good. Yeah, I know your call. We've talked a couple of times before. You're doing well down there. You're in, let me think about this, Smyrna?
Yes, sir. I'm almost near the airport in Smyrna.
Yeah, very good. Good signal in there. Are you mobile tonight?
Negative. I'm on my base station, and I probably dropped my mic button.
No, what I'm hearing is that it was one of the radios. I think it was this. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was the Kenwood that I have. That if you put it mobile, I hear a ticking in the background. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it doing it now, sir?
I don't think it did on the last. Just give me a dead key for a minute. It's got a very faint one. I have no idea what that is.
Yep, it's a Kenwood TMB 71A. Could be the microphone. It's over.
I don't know. No, my head reports of others that were mobile that had that problem, and I'm not sure how they solved it.
I'll do a little research on it, but haven't made any changes over here. But we'll check it out. Thanks.
Yeah, Frank, it's not disturbing or anything. In fact, in your case, it's a very, very low level. I mean, you'd have to be paying close attention to hear it.
Roger that. And I do appreciate the report.
Very good. That was Frank in Smyrna, Kilo 4 India November Golf. He was number 35. Is there any more check-ins?
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Paul, I can't do upper side band from here, so I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Had a great time at the breakfast today, and thank you for all you do.
Yeah, whatever it is I do, and that's what I do.
Roger that. KM4 wire.
Well, it's like I said, if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. All right, if it was a paid job, nobody would pay me anyway, which it's not. Any other more check-ins, late check-ins, lollygaggers, sandbaggers, lurkers, or whatever? I give you lots of slack there on the time here to check in, but that's a good. It's a huge number, really. 35. It's a little higher than our normal average, which is around. I never actually do the averages, but based upon 600 something nets at this point. Well, we didn't get this 35 check-ins early on, but we did of the recent year or so. We've been hitting between 28 and 35, 36. Usually hangs around 30, 31, 32. But anyway, appreciate all the check-ins. We're going to go right over to upper sideband. Who else can hear me? Can hear me on 2 meter upper sideband? Anybody? Who else locally here can hear me on upper sideband? Anybody?
WO0GZR, I can usually hear you.
Okay, what I was going to say was, if you would, I wanted somebody to go back to this frequency after the 2 meter upper sideband to tell everybody that for those that don't have 2 meter upper sideband, to go to 6 meter upper sideband. With me?
Yeah, at the conclusion of 2 meters, I come back here and say, head on over there, fellas.
Yeah, very good. That's all I was hoping to do. Just saves me one step here in screwing with my radio, which I seem to forget day to day how to operate the darn thing. Anyway, that we're going over to 144.240, 144.240 upper sideband. I will be there momentarily and look forward to hearing from you there. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any buddy checking in from the north? Please come.
WB0 Mark.
Ah, very good, Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Who else is north?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
All right, very good. Got you in there, Frank. Whiskey Bravo 9, or Kilo Bravo 9, excuse me. Romeo Kilo Kilo, Frank in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north?
W4 DTC.
Ah, very good. Got David and Gallatin there. That's Whiskey 4 Delta Tango Charlie. Who else is north? Over to the west, please come down.
KG4 CXE, Kristen Dawson.
All right, got you in there, Chris. Sounds good. That's with Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo in Donaldson. Who else is west?
November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Very good. Got you in there, Don. You sound good. You're running big power, I'll bet. Well, that's big. Everybody else is limited to about 50. All right. Anyway, that's Don in Bon Aqua. November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Who else is west? Down to the south, please come in.
Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Radio.
Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu I like radio better. Romeo better than radio, but we'll live with that. Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo or Zed. Everybody likes Zed too. That's Mark in Nashville. Who else is south? Please come in. Anybody else south? I'm hearing voices out there. Over to the east then. N4JVE, and that's Alan in Lebanon. Who else is the east?
Kilo 4 Delta Echo Zulu Earl.
Yeah, there was a double in there, but Earl, you had a big signal in there on the sideband. Looks sounds great. That's Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Who else? Who else just jumped in there?
I was saying JAB. You said I don't know what you wrote down.
Ah, okay, I got it. Yeah, I can't even keep it straight from 20 minutes ago. Juliet Alpha Victor, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I got it. I'll get it straight one of these days. JAB. But you know what you could use is a nice memory thing here. It's Javelin. Javelin. Very good. Anybody else? Where was I? I was with Earl. Must have been east. South or east? Please come down. Any late check-ins? Please come down. All right, let me do a backwards rundown here. We got Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu in Noreen, Echo Zulu in Noreen, Allen, November 4 Juliet Alpha Victor in Lebanon, Mark with Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo in Nashville, Don, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango in Bon Aqua, Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo in Donaldson, David, Whiskey 4 Delta Tango Charlie in Gallatin, Frank, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo Northwest Wilson, and then Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar, and then myself, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey here in Mount Juliet, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 9 big check-ins, and we're going to go over to 6 meters now. So Mark, if you haven't already done it, go ahead and do that, and we'll jump over to 6 meters on 50.135. We'll be there. K4P.
You're on 6 meters now.
I'm on 6 meters as well. What's going on with you? Is everything all right there, Don? I mean, yeah, Donnie, that's Donnie.
Yeah, I thought they might have made an announcement about 6 meters. I thought they was going to make it on 2. I didn't know.
Yeah, we're just tuning up there. I saw there was an issue with the tuning, but Anyway, okay, Donnie, let's move on here with 6 meters. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Who else? Who is coming from the north? Please come in.
Kilo, Romeo, Kilo.
Hey, were you copying everybody on the 2 meter sideband then?
Oh yeah, no problem. Everybody.
All right, very good. You sound good tonight too on here on 6 meters. Who else is north? I don't think can Mark do 6 meters? I don't remember. Well, he might either not ready or he can't. I don't remember now. Who else is north? Over to the west.
Number 4, Delta Juliet Tango. I have the right microphone plugged in.
Ah, very good. Got you in there, Don. That's November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Don in Bon Aqua. Who else is west?
KG4 CXD, Chris and Dolphin.
I think I heard Jack and Donaldson there as well. Hold on one second. Chris, I got you in there. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. And I believe I heard, pretty sure I heard, what's his name in there? Confident I did. I heard, who the heck did I hear in there? Well, it was Jack. That's who I heard in there. Jack from Donaldson. How could I forget? Jack, you still there? All right, very good. Yeah, you're a little low on that. Is it? It's been pretty consistent, hasn't it, on your signal, your audio?
Yeah, I may not be right on yet.
All right, very good. Just want to make sure. Let's see, KG4. Yeah, it's KG4ILV. I have that call right, don't I?
Yeah,
All right, I just want to make sure. Like I said, it's easy to get befuddled on 3 nets. That was Jack and Donaldson, KG4, India, Lima, Victor. Who else is west? Down to the south? Very good, Donnie. Got you in there good and strong. Which antenna are you using on 6 meters?
I'm using a dipole on this.
Yeah, it sounds good considering I'm horizontal, so that would make you horizontal unless you got a vertical dipole.
No, it's horizontal.
No, it sounds great. It sounds almost as good as 2 meters.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, very good. That's Donnie there, Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar in Hermitage. Who else is south? All righty, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. I did get that right, didn't it? Is that Jimmy?
Woodbury.
Wow. Yeah, I got you in there, Jim. What are you using for 6 meters? Yeah, it's a little weak here. I mean, I can, with headphones on, it would be a lot easier, but I do have a good copy on you if I really strain to listen, but it's not like it's real noisy. It's just a very, very small signal. Yeah, that's a lot of that's a lot of wire for a 6 meter loop for 6 meters for a 160 loop.
Copy him up here in Bon Aqua.
How good a copy you have him in Bon Aqua there, Don?
Yeah. I can have 0, but the audio is real good. I can pull them out, no problem.
Ah, cool. No, I have to strain a little bit to listen to him. You know, it's probably just barely an S1, but I can copy him. So he's even stronger than that at your end, huh?
Yeah, but I got the beam pointed out too. I didn't have the beam pointed in that direction when I checked in. I was pointed like not quite the opposite direction, but off the side.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it helps with the beam, I'm sure. But again, you heard what he said. He's on a 160 loop, operating 6 meters.
A lot of wire, but it's working for him, so hey, can't complain.
Well, it works a lot better not on ground wave. Very good. That was Jim in Woodbury, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. Anybody else south? Anybody east? Please come in. Now I hear somebody in there. Is there a station in there? One more time. Is there a station in there that I can't possibly hear?
Okay, of course.
Ah, very good. I turned up the volume for you there, Stan. That helped out a lot. Did you say your call multiple times?
Second.
Had you given out your call several times?
No, there's somebody else in there. The last two letters are Alpha Victor. Yep, I'm again.
All right, another state. Good to have you in there, Stan. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo in Lebanon. Good signal, though, Stan. I turned it up, and you came in a lot really loud to me. But who was the other station in there? Was there an Alpha Victor station in there?
It was November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor.
That's who it was. November 4, Juliet Alpha Victor. Pretty tough copy for me. I won't ask you what intent. Email me or something, or tell me on 2 meters at the end of this. I'd like to know what you're using over there. That's Alan in Lebanon. Anybody else east or anywhere?
WD0 in the west.
All right, had 2 in there. Whiskey Zero, Golf Zulu Romeo, Mark, and then I had the other Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Have good, and it's Mark in Nashville, and the other Mark is in Northwest Wilson. Anybody else late checking?
W4, David and Gallatin.
W4, DTC, correct?
Correct. It's 4 Delta Tango Charlie.
No, you had a good signal. I just want to make sure I had it right. I was distracted there momentarily. Who else? Anybody else late checking? All righty. By the way, anyway, that was good. I'll go backwards in. We had David, Whiskey 4 Delta Tango Charlie in Gallatin. We had Whiskey Bravo 4 November Oscar Mark in Northwest Wilson. Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo Mark in Nashville. Alan, November 4 Juliet Alpha Victor in Lebanon. Stan, also in Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Jim in Woodbury. Distant signal working on a 160 wire. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. We had Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar in Hermitage here south of me. Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Chris, and he's in Donaldson. Chris in Donaldson as well. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Don in Bon Aqua, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango with big signal. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Frank in Northwest Wilson, also a big signal. Looks like we've got a conduit between us two locally. And then me, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. That's a big 12 check-ins on the 6 meter side. That's even bigger than the 2 meter side. And I made a mistake, by the way, on the 2 meter FM. It's actually 32 check-ins. I skipped some lines there by accident. Who else is? Well, we don't have. Do we have any other late check-ins before I move on?
Hey, Paul.
You.
I think people are stepping up their antenna game. I think it's the first net I heard almost everybody except one station, and at reasonably good levels too.
Oh yeah, no, it is interesting how people have. I can tell you that when I was doing these nets, well, at least on the 2 meter side, it was a struggle sometimes, but over time, all of those people upgraded.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like on the 2 meter side, on like sideband, where you have some people flat side, some people vertical. I think down here, mostly everybody's on the horizontal side. And it makes a huge difference. But yeah, I could hear it. There's one station I couldn't hear it. I forget which one it was, but everybody out to the east to you, I could hear fine. Which is, I can't hear that people on 2 meters most of the time.
Yeah, some of that may be conditioned, but you're right. Things have improved quite a bit over the time, and that's kind of what I like, that side effect, really, because it's what forces, induces people to do better.
Absolutely. Well, do your job. All right, man. I'll let you fly out of here. I got to go put supper away. It's on the table. It's getting late. So, same as you, my friends, everybody out there. Listen, that's for Don't Juggle Turtles. We're going to be QRT for a while. Oh, and don't forget the Trumbo opening on 2 meters is still going nice and strong. FTA, they've been working it all day long. It's still going on. It's fun. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Tropo opening on 2 meters. So if you guys interested in any of the modes, really, but if you've got a beam, or even if you don't have a beam, it's a lot of opening. Anyway, I'm closing that. K4PW. Good night, everybody. K4PW.
Hey, Paul.
You.
Just real quick. quick because I can hear you so darn good. You kind of got like a power supply hum or something.
I probably do. I've got I got a fluorescent overhead lamp that I use here. You know, one of those that has the articulating arm with the magnifying glass in it.
Got it. That's what it sounds like. It's definitely 60 hertz hum.
Yeah, I guarantee that's what it is. I wish there was an alternative, unless I just get an incandescent bulb in here. Can't find any incandescent bulbs these days. Anyway, K4PEW. I'm going back to 2 meters. K4PEW.
K4TYJ.
Hey, you sounded pretty good over there.
Well, thank you. So did N4DJT. He was mounted by an Aqua. I don't think I hear him on 2 meters.
You probably don't, since you usually use a beam.
Well, I mean, I'm on the beam. I thought I was pointed at him.
Well, okay. Well, then if that's true, I'm surprised you can't hear him. He was doing 100 watts on 2 meters.
I'm a little bit north of him. But, yeah, I heard him on 6 meters. Pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, and you're actually, I think, farther away from Don than I am.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm 70 miles away from him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I think he's only 40 or so, I think, from here. I'd have to look again.
Yeah, he's 69.6 away from me. How high is your 6 meter antenna? What are you using?
That's that PAR, P-A-R antenna. It's got, looks like a little, almost like a D horizontally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a horizontally polarized antenna. It operates okay. You know, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be working any DX with it at 20 feet, you know, but it does okay locally.
Very come back. You're only 20 feet high?
Yeah, 20 feet, I think it is on that pole.
Okay. Bernie?
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Yeah, Jim was very, very clear to me. I don't know if it just stopped, and I'm just 5 miles fast south of you, but he was very, very audible down here. I didn't know that 5 miles make that much difference.
You talking about on 160?
Oh yeah, on that 160, he was just as clear as could be down here.
I couldn't make it over that I-4 overpass, or I-40, I mean.
Yeah, man, but he was just as strong as he was on 2 meters to me.
Aha, did you hear that, Jim?
No, I don't copy him on 2 meters.
Donnie said that on 160, you were as clear to him, which he's 5 miles south of me. It was clear to him on 160 as you were on 2 meters.
Oh, you heard me on 160, or do you mean 6 meters?
No, on that 160 loop on 6 meters. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So if you want us to talk on 160, I'm back down on 1.943 right now, so I do pretty well.
No, you were, like I said, on 6 meters. He said your signal to him, and here he is 5, 6 miles south of me, and he said the signal was very strong to him.
He was S1 here, but super clean. 2 meters, I can't hear him. Are you hearing me on Simplex, Jim?
No, he can't hear you on the 2 meters. He's using his beam, and it would be pointing pretty much at me and you simultaneously from where he is in Woodbury.
It's N4DJT?
No, K4OFO, they're in the south of me.
K4OFO, okay.
Yeah, he's just almost due south, it's just a mere few degrees south-southeast.
Oh, Donnie over in Hermitage.
That's the one. The Hermitage throws you off because I never think of Hermitage as being south of me, but that's where it is.
Let me come up to where he's at. Should be right about there.
Donnie, go ahead and give Donnie. Can you hear Jim at all? He was just transmitting and moved his beam over towards you.
Are you still there, Jim? He's not gonna be able to hear me at all.
No, he can't hear you there. Jim, you're not hearing Donnie. He just made a call for you.
No, that didn't even break the squelch. I'm sorry.
That's why I'm net control. You know?
I'll put up that taller antenna and you'll hear me. Let me He's only 30 miles away.
Yeah, well, he's going to put up a taller antenna. It's, I'm telling you, this is what drives everybody to get better antennas. You know that?
Jim's great up here at KB9RTK.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll hook it up. I'll stand by and let you get back to Donnie.
Now he's up there licking his wounds and figuring how we can get that antenna higher.
How high is it?
How high up is your antenna, Donnie?
Right now I'm about 35 feet, but I can go up probably another 10 feet without too much problem. Maybe a little more.
Is that tram 2 meter?
Yeah, this one's 6 dB gain, and I can put up a 15 foot, which is 8 dB, 8.3 dB gain.
Oh, okay, very good. That's the one you need up there, I think.
Yeah, I think I got a pole that's supported, all right. And you hear Frank, he said he was hearing dim fine.
I know, I heard that.
On the 160, he was awesome. I mean, it was only one SU, but boy, he was loud and clear and perfect.
That's awesome.
And I don't even have a 6 meter antenna. I mean, my antenna is really not good at all for 6.
No, that's that end fed, right?
Yeah, for 80. It's 10 through 80. Or 75 actually on that one. But yeah, like I said, I'm on the back list for Par. He's got a bunch of military stuff he said he's doing, and he put me on the back burner, but he's gonna let me know probably October, November, he might be able to make it.
Cool. I wonder if his military antennas are any different than his ham antenna.
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he does a lot of, because I guess it's how he like survives is all that military, contract work, and then the ham stuff is the fun stuff, that he does on the side. Is that Frank?
Yes.
Yeah, he's sounding good over here tonight. Yeah. How you doing, Frank? Good, Jimmy. Yeah, this morning would not have been a good motorcycle morning. No? Did we have weather? Was it fog? Oh yeah, it was kind of cool looking, but it was just completely foggy. But then it burned off, and then everybody was out on their bikes. We left the house about I want to say 9:30ish or so, and the Subaru, and went shopping and come back and stayed at home the rest of the day. So it was a home day. We were out last weekend. We rode from here on Friday, rode up to Indiana and over to Ohio and back for the weekend. And we were 40 miles shy of 900 miles. So yeah, we got our riding in last weekend. Roger, yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, it was weird today. I think it was after we met JD and his wife for lunch up in Gallatin. And on the way back, it was weird, but they had BLM protesters on Juliet Road and Lebanon Road. I didn't expect to see that. Oh, wow. It's like running into them down there in Woodbury, which, thankfully for them, they're not there. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's what their signs were. To me, they just look like high school kids. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I gather. All right, I'll let you get back to Paul. I just wanted to say hey, and that 160 meter loop is horizontally polarized. I do use it for occasionally 6 meters. I talk over to Cookville from here. It just depends. And talked to a few stations over Hermitage. Talked up to a guy in I guess he was close to Moss, Tennessee, and yeah, it works. Depends on what part of the lobe you're on. I think it's for 6 meters, it's got to have a lot of lobe.